Hey, what's up? Good morning, everybody. It's Rob, and I'm here with another video. Today, we're going to be learning switch frontside flips. I think that this trick can be easy, but there's a few little tricks that I know that really help get the switch frontside flip down pack. So before you learn how to do it, I think the most important thing is having a good switch flip. This is pretty obvious, but I think what a lot of people don't understand is like what I mean by a good switch flip is try to really extend your leg, like really try to flip it out. A lot of people, when they switch flip, they kind of just kick down real quick, or if they get a flick, they don't really extend their leg. And I do that a lot. And even, you know, if you've been skating your whole life, this is something that pros still struggle with. Like a really perfect switch flip is hard to come by. So do your best to extend the flick on the switch flip, and that's gonna be the biggest factor in getting perfect switch frontside flips. And then obviously have a good switch frontside 180. You should be able to do them with a little bit of pivot and full rotation, be able to do both of them, because throughout the process of the switch frontside flip, you're gonna do a few where you pivot it and a few where you go full rotation. The key is you wanna work through the motion of getting a switch frontside flip where you extend your flick and you catch it sideways, and then in the air, you do the rest of the 90-degree turn. That's a perfect switch frontside flip. So I'm gonna kind of talk about the things that I've encountered when learning the switch frontside flip. So when you first tend to try this trick, you really want to put your foot in the pocket. But for me, I noticed that it's really easy to kind of only focus on the 180. Like a lot of times when you try this trick, you're gonna really easily get the 180 and you're gonna flick and your foot is barely gonna graze the board and you're gonna land upside down. And it's gonna be almost like a full rotation. You're not gonna have that like catch and turn sensation. And I think the first step to correct this is you wanna put your pop foot square on the tail like a switch flip instead of in that little pocket. Because if you put it in the pocket, it's gonna just hurry up the 180. And I noticed with switch frontside flips, as long as you open up those shoulders and you're wound up, the 180 just comes naturally. You don't really need to focus on forcing the 180. So like back to the switch flip thing is, I just focus on winding up my shoulders, and right when I pop, as long as my shoulders are open 90 degrees, I think the key factor with the switch frontside flip is just focusing on the switch flip, okay? And you can flick at a slight angle. I try to aim maybe 30 degrees, not completely 90, because what happens is when you have your shoulders wound up, your body's gonna flick 90 anyway. So if you think flick 90, you're gonna kind of muska flip it. So I just try to square up on the board like a switch flip, wind my shoulders up, and right when I hit 90-degree turn, the number one factor is just thinking switch flip. And if you can get your toes to roll off the corner of the board, the rest of it just takes care of itself. That's why I think that the biggest mistake is having your foot in that pocket and just really going for the 180. You really want to be going for the flick, okay? Because if you can roll off the corner, your momentum is already going that way. And since it's a switch 180, you want to go to regular. So just focus on getting that flick. And even if you flick it and land 90, that's where the pivot comes in. And then you just got to add a little bit more torque into it. But getting that nice switch flip off the corner is what's going to make this trick perfect for you guys. So that's some insight into the switch frontside flip. This is a little bit more of an advanced trick. So when I talk about advanced tricks, I like to just go into the little nuances of what helped me. So square up on that tail with your pop foot, wind up those shoulders, explode at a 90 degree, and right when you're 90, just kind of kick straight out as best you can and try to extend the flick off the corner. And the switch frontside flip should work out for you. If you like this video, please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button so I can answer your questions and give you more trick tips on the tricks that you want. I have a huge list on my phone. I'm listening to all of the comments and I'll get some eventually. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, and I'll see you next time.